What's up, beautiful Scorpio friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me. If you are tuning into this video, that means you very likely resonate with Scorpio in some capacity. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, whatever that is for you. Cross-watchers are welcome as well. Happy to have you guys up in the house, up in the teacup. We are going to do your March monthly tarot readings. These are general readings here on YouTube. That means not everything I say will resonate with all of you out there. Pieces and parts of it very likely will, again, if you have strong Scorpio placements in your chart. I hope lots and lots of it does. That's my ultimate goal here. But it is up to you guys to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. I ask that you only take away the messages that serve you in some capacity, that motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you needed to hear, or challenge you beyond your current beliefs to see something in a different way, right? I come here with good intentions, and I hope these videos help you. I ask you to like, share, subscribe wherever you can. That helps me. That helps this channel gain traction so the message gets out to lots of people out in the YouTube community. Again, that is my goal. Yeah, everything else about this reading is in the description box below. That is going to include the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, as well as .com. Check out my website if you want to learn more about me, about my tarot journey. Other than that, I'm happy to have you here on YouTube. A few more shuffles and we will hop into your reading for Scorpio. General messages for their best and highest good. This is going to be roughly for the month of March. I'm already regretting not getting water because I can tell my throat is going to be scratchy, so I may have to pause you guys, but I will do my best. Actually, I'm going to pause you before I even get started, but shuffle your cards real quick. Messages for their best and highest good for Scorpio. Scorpio for the month of March. Scorpio for the month of March. One more card. All right. Very good. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry for that little pause there. So bottom of your deck, you have High Priestess. You have Page of Cups. Ooh, there's an Ace of Cups under there, too. And Open Up. All right. So this actually kind of seems to me like opening up about faith and spirituality being a channel for messages of communication from something higher than yourself, something beyond just the 3D. Being emotionally vulnerable to, yeah, I am getting to like receive messages as High Priestess, like the silent woman, the one who doesn't speak, the one who sits with like the book of knowledge. Opening yourself up to universe, to faith, to spirit, to God, whatever you believe in, right? I'm not here to push anything on you, but yeah, you are watching a tarot video, so spirituality must play some sort of role in your life. Yeah, important downloads are trying to like get to you is sort of what I'm getting, especially in Pisces season, which is all about tapping into our subconscious, that watery, kind of dreamy, again, subconscious sort of like state of mind. Make sure you are taking care of your health and your body. And spend time like in dreams. I know that sounds kind of silly, but start a dream journal and also just make sure you're getting enough sleep at night because yeah, there's going to be important downloads when you are resting and it may have to do with how to get yourself out of a tricky situation or how to avoid one. I am getting, this is going to be an important message to you in a dream. It's going to be, I heard shocking, but it's not something that you need to be scared of. It's almost shocking that that's the solution. Like it's more like an epiphany. And it busts you out of a state of darkness if you are confused about something or trying to get yourself out of, again, a difficult, uncomfortable situation at work, in a relationship, this or that. It's going to be like a spark. It's going to be like a lightning bolt, but it's going to hit you in a dream state that could also be in meditation or, again, however you connect to source or spirit. Take some time out, and this is your card. I love seeing that. Take some time out to really check in with yourself, you Scorpio, because yeah, there's going to be important communication coming your way. And also regarding a reunion or I heard socialization, getting together with a group of friends. Maybe there's some bad blood between you and your girlfriends, your guy friends, your family. There's something about it will be restored with peace and harmony and love. It'll go back to the way things were before it got messy and complicated. I hope that lands for someone out there. And you may be reuniting with someone you were sexually attracted to and, I don't know, sex factored into it and then it got complicated. Scorpio, no, never, right? I'm just kidding. I love my Scorpios. All right, cool. So there's like a lot going on there. But yeah, you have Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. So if this is representing you as the water element, Scorpio, yeah, potentially a reconnection or a reunion with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be with another Scorpio, especially a Sagittarius, or this could just represent communication among the groups of friends, among the groups of people, family. It's bringing people back together on the same page. And it's going to be good. It's going to be happy, but it kind of seems like you guys are in the middle of a difficult situation, trying to navigate your way out of, I don't know what this tower moment was, but yeah, again, be open to receiving messages from source. If you're looking for guidance or solutions, I mean, absolutely, tarot videos, right? We'll see what I can get for you here, but yeah, it almost feels a little bit more personal, like your spirit guide, your guardian angel, your whatever you believe in, right? Yeah, High Priestess to me is very like one-on-one, you and universe, like a direct source or a direct channel of communication. So, oh dear, this got really weird. I'm just gonna show you. It's not bad, it's just the way I place these cards. Now there's this whole other metaphor coming through. So I was going to say, like, the channel of communication, wands being communication. I wanted to do this, like, this is you, Scorpio. Be a recipient of those messages coming from source, from spirit, from God, from heaven. Now it has, like, this weird sexual metaphor, if you sort of get where I'm going with that. Wands are obviously kind of like what it inspires and motivates and excites us. It's sometimes like the boner card. So whether you're male or female, is there a Cancer in your life that you are particularly fond of? That, like, again, sexually excites you in some capacity? Like, I put these cards here just being like, yeah, a channel of communication, but as well as Sagittarius too. So like the archer, or the arrows and the archer's bow, the way in the Eight of Wands, they come directly down. Something about a Cancer or a Sagittarius may be important here for my Scorpios out there. It could also be another Scorpio and maybe a Leo. All right, I'm going to stop with the zodiac signs because ultimately that doesn't really matter. But you're transitioning out of a difficult situation. Maybe the tower moment already happened and you're really kind of in a difficult place on how to mend a relationship, how to, yeah, like clear the gray skies away and start thinking more positively, more optimistically, how to apologize or reconcile or go back and fix what was interrupted or confused, or the Five of Swords is a tricky energy. Saying things in haste, saying things that we regret, that we're not in a higher vibration. It's kind of like a winning at all costs type card. So I don't know if that was you or someone else, but certainly you're in a bit of a position that is tricky at best. I do really sense friendship. I think it's because it has so much to do with these cards of three. Three are not exclusivity. These typically aren't like my romance cards. It's teamwork, team building, celebrations, happy hour, groups of, like chit chat, the girls grabbing some wine at the bar. Like, it's that type of communal thing. That, I think, is what's at stake here. I think that's the best way of putting it. I don't know, maybe there was some sort of jealousy about, I don't mean to make it a gender thing, but if you and your girlfriends are hanging out, there may have been some sort of confusion about you both were seeing the same person, or there were feelings of jealousy because of this potential suitor who had, it's like feelings grew into sexual feelings. And okay, it could also be, I don't mean third party, third wheel. If you're in a group of friends, doesn't matter the gender, and two of you start dating, that person may feel like the odd man out. And something happened where, there was like jealousy or difficult words spoken, and now it's like having to deal with the repercussions or just like the facts of how you want to proceed forward, because something has changed. And I do think it's like a relationship has become more exclusive. I do think you, Scorpio, are involved in some sort of relationship, and it's putting you at odds with a friend. I think you're involved with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have multiple cards of Leo and a few of Sag. Nine of Wands. Again, like the archer. I keep getting the arrows here. A lot of fiery energy. I mean, certainly that could represent your friend. Maybe you have strong fire in your chart, but yeah, someone feels like you stabbed them in the back or you chose someone else over them, and there's a lot of like baggage there. Anyway, these messages are just blah, 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 coming right out. So let's hop into your actual reading. So your energy is the wish fulfillment card. You with a Capricorn. No, I'm just kidding. Or Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the first kind of sighting I've seen of any pentacles or Earth energy, really. So interesting. The Earth Mother. You also have the Empress as well. So some of you, okay, this may have to do with your career, actually, Scorpio. Some of you are getting your wishes, your dreams. It doesn't mean like the fairy tale ending, but something you were hoping to achieve or accomplish potentially in the next few weeks or months. Regarding money, finances, stability, your job, a title change or promotion, a bonus, a different salary raise or pay grade, whatever. I think you get your wish there. Yeah, something is coming into fruition, something you've been manifesting. Again, that like fiery firebolt energy, it could actually have to do with a fire sign making an offer to you romantically or career-wise. This can very much be my career card, right? So particularly very like strong masculine energy, though it doesn't have to be. If you work for a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, yeah, you get more money. That's sort of what I'm getting with the Seven of Cups. Cups can be indicative of money flow, currency, income. And the Magician, it's like you pulled the rabbit out of the hat. You performed your final trick. Maybe you had to give some sort of speech or presentation or demonstrate your abilities. It could even represent showing off your resume, your skills. And it seems like you caught the eye of someone and they see a lot of potential in you. It's like, ooh, Scorpio is good in multiple capacities and multiple facets. They have multiple skills and abilities that I could utilize and incorporate for my business. And it seems like they offer you what you wanted. It very much seems career-wise to me, but again, it could potentially have to do with a romantic relationship, someone finally making that offer to you, particularly if it is a Leo or a Virgo. But I think you're happy about it. But then what is this whole storyline of somebody feeling like the odd man out, feeling like the third wheel? Yeah, and if it's not romantic, this coming together, it could also be a business collaboration. And again, maybe the person you were working with prior is like, well, what about me? Like there's a little bit of like, woe is me on this other person's, I don't know how you want to phrase it. Like they have a lot of like mental baggage of feeling like you did them wrong. It may be a Taurus that you're dealing with. And I think that is your divine pairing. So it could be an ex that was a Taurus or something is still kind of impeding on your current life when it's like you're supposed to leave that cycle behind. You're supposed to move on towards this new, beautiful, blossoming opportunity. Again, money's good. It's in alignment with what your heart wants. All of these cards feel fantastic. None of them really feel like like we're playing shady head games or anything like that. But this is more indicating, I think, how your person is feeling and your inability to disconnect from that and look forward, right? You're looking back. So something or someone from the past is drawing you back because it hasn't been dealt with correctly and you haven't made peace with it, essentially. There's still some lingering baggage. And again, that baggage has to do with like a team dynamic. I hope that makes sense for some of you. All right, what is your challenge or focus, Scorpio? All right, Knight of Pentacles, another card of Virgo. It's called Knight of Coins in this deck. The Two of Pentacles, I heard juggler instantly. What are you juggling? Are you juggling multiple people, multiple jobs, people's emotions? Just breathe. That's a beautiful card to come out with this. That's hilarious. And then this is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so feeling a little bit mentally trapped, mentally confined. It might be an air sign that you're dealing with as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If they put you in a tricky position or an uncomfortable position, what's funny is like you guys think you guys are doing it to each other. This person feels slighted and you feel like this person won't let you move on and live your best life. There's a little bit of resentment or jealousy, I think. And so this could very much speak of just a friendship. It doesn't even have to be a romantic one. But that being said, Scorpio, if you have moved on, particularly with a fire sign, your ex, if you still keep in contact with them, I don't know if you have children together, if they're the baby mama or whatever, you may have a child together that is a water sign. There's something about it. They view you and your newfound success, your newfound freedom, your newfound happiness, and they are a little bit bitter. They are jealous. I don't really sense that they're a bad person, but if they are another Scorpio, they might be very emotionally manipulative. Instead of helping you celebrate your accomplishments and, raise a toast in your honor, they're a little bit like mean girl, like gossipy, like, well, Scorpio didn't really deserve it, and blah, 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 blah. But what I'm getting is that this person is actually your friend. It might actually be a Cancer. Oh, Cancers. Cancers in a lower vibration. Yeah, that could be as well. Cancer can shit talk a bit, as can Scorpio too. So if any of that resonates, I do think there's love there. But yeah, you guys are going through a period where it's like, that's it. We're not friends anymore. I don't think that's true. I think you're going to get over this. But yeah, right now it's kind of like a shitstorm because you guys aren't talking about it. That's the thing. There's a lot of he said, she said, but there isn't a direct communication about it. And the longer you delay that communication of reconciling or making it right, making peace with the past, there is a lot of Eight of Swords energy of you being kind of lost in your head on how to proceed forward, but you're stuck. It's a mental prison. You are literally stuck there. Something about not seeing the forest from the trees. It's almost like you need to zoom out and see the broader picture, which it's like a beautiful metaphor for being stuck in the tower. In the darkness, you can't see anything. You're not being illuminated to the truth. You're not being illuminated to the higher vibrations. Excuse me. Yeah, there's something about you getting too caught up in the moment of like the drama of this. If you were to zoom out, instead of the magnifying glass, right? Zoom out, not zoom in. You would see that this is just like an awkward hurdle you have to get over because there is love here. There is something that you guys can keep growing and building together, even if it's just a friendship. Or as I said, even if you just have a child together, it's almost like coming to the realization, we're always going to be in each other's lives, so we may as well, teamwork, make the best of it, right? Be able to communicate or interact with one another and not have these feelings of bitter, jealousy, resentment, all that. It's like making the best of like a negative situation. But the thing is, it's really not a negative situation. Especially for you, Scorpio. You seem to be vibing high and kicking ass, particularly in your career. I'm so sorry. I caught a cold. Bear with me, guys. All right. So slowly but surely, you are making your way towards, you are on your way towards addressing the difficult situation that mentally you're kind of juggling. It's almost like you don't want to poke the bear and make the emotions worse. You don't want to trigger your person even further and cause a great upset with these waves kind of going up and down, up and down. It's like, if I say something, it could make it worse. But if you don't say something, it's like you're going to be up at night worrying about this, wondering where you stand with this person. This is saying to me too, like, almost like the mirror effect of you guys are I almost said one and the same. You guys have a past together. You guys have a friendship. You guys have had a history. Let's say it like that, even if you don't love this person anymore. You guys have a history together, and it's sort of saying, is it really worth breaking this friendship over something so minimal or so marginal, or just, again, in the zoom out, in the grand scheme of things, you may actually regret severing off and cutting off this person entirely. I hate to say it, this could also be your mother. With the Empress coming up and the Queen of Pentacles, this could have something to do with your mother or your wife, even same-sex couples, something like that. I feel like you're upset with an earth sign and excited or moving towards a fire sign. You may be leaving an old career or an old coworker to go off with a new one. And again, there's a feelings of upset there. So yeah, your challenge or focus, just to be real, it's getting yourself out of this pickle, this like tricky situation, because you don't want to rock the boat, but it's inevitable. I want to clarify why the Knight of Coins is coming up. I do think this has to do with moving towards the career of your dreams. And I already think there's going to be a swell of money. There's going to be some sort of bonus or additional income, no matter how big or small, that it's like, oh, good, it worked. I manifested what I want. It's blossoming before your very eyes. Like, I just kind of hear you excited. Like, it's finally happening. Like, I got my big break. And piece by piece, it's going to come in. Slowest moving knight in the deck. So it's not going to happen instantly. But I do think there's a payout that raises your vibrations significantly enough. It, like, clues you into the fact that, like, what you were asking the universe for, they saw it. And they focused in on it. And, yeah, it's like universe kind of, they gave you something. They sent a blessing your way to confirm that you were supposed to keep going down this path, this new transformative job, this new relationship, this new whatever. I mean, yeah, it could absolutely represent a person that maybe you've been eyeing and you dreamed of being with them, and then they're like, you know, hey, let's go out. There is a lot of like higher up energy here too. So even if it is new with these aces, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, they're presenting as kings and queens. So, I mean, this feels pretty solid. Like, you know, if you're looking for long term, it could absolutely blossom into that. The sexual chemistry is there with these two showing up. Yeah, there's a lot of like sexual chemistry and passion there. And if it's not sexual, if it's just passion, it has to do with being in a career where you feel alive again. You feel like your time, your energy, it isn't wasted for nothing. It's going towards, it's building towards something that you really love and want to do. Kicking ass, Scorpio. Damn. All right, why is this Knight of Coins showing up? This Knight of Coins, though, also has to do with your challenge or your focus, and I do think it's moving towards making a difficult decision. Again, like the team dynamic. It's like there's one person here, there's one person there. You hold one in high regard, but you're still worried about like releasing that one or letting it go. Some of you may actually have to fire somebody from your job, and it could be that they're your friend. It's that type of uncomfortable energy. I don't think you're coming at it in a really malicious way. It's just, it is what it is. It's the fact of the matter. It's how things turned out. Yeah, that actually is going to be for a lot of you. You may have to fire somebody or let somebody go or tell somebody that you can no longer work with them, even though they're your friend. It's very uncomfortable. It might be a water sign, again, specifically a Cancer. 10 of Cups. Interesting. All right, let's see. Yeah, so the Knight of Coins is being clarified by the 10 of Cups. I do think this has to do with your career and making strategic moves to get that pentacle to grow into the future. It's like planting the seeds and, you know, making sure they, in metaphor, receive the sunlight and the water and this and that. Long-term success. How I was saying, the zoom out, you're no longer thinking in a day-to-day matter, like living paycheck by paycheck. You've stumbled upon some sort of idea or skill or talent that you want to have legacy, long-term longevity into the future. You're in like a 10 of Cups state of mind. You want the fairy tale ending. You want all the wishes coming true. You want the long-term happiness. You want the Cinderella story. You want all your wishes and desires and your money flow to come in, you know? You want love and strength and stability in your career and potentially in this relationship too, but it's awkward. It's like, in order to embrace this new life, there's something that needs to be let go of, and maybe that just represents mental baggage with a friend. It's like once you kind of bridge that gap, it will be fine. But yeah, until then, it's like this extra hassle in your life. It's something you have to like, it's something you're dancing around or juggling because you don't know the matter in which to proceed forward, and it's keeping you stuck. So yeah, this needs to be dealt with, because even like, it's a very unusual way of phrasing it, but like having to deal or negotiate around this like awkward person, it puts you in a state where you're not able to receive blessings. Cause look, your hands are full. It's the infinity symbol. So it's constantly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not knowing what to do with this person. I don't know why I keep getting hit with Cancer. I think this has a lot to do with, oh, and interesting, as I heard that it could be something about a medical diagnosis. That's not for most of you. And I don't predict stuff like that on my channel. It's just not what I do, but you would already know if that was true. This person may be particularly sensitive if they are dealing with medical issues, or even so, being fired from a job, if they're just sort of in a slump state, they're really struggling or being challenged kind of like by life. They're being asked to raise their vibration as well. So you can't fix them. You can't fix anything for them. You can only come to them with, you know, with open arms and, you know, offering that apology or offering that shoulder to cry on, or being vulnerable, being kind to them, because it seems like they really need that in their life. So what is the help available to you? The 8 of Coins. Yeah, because you're a badass worker. Like, you have stumbled upon something that is lucrative. Even if it's not your main job, even if it's like a side hustle, or, I don't know, something you discovered through a friend of a friend, or this could even be like taking on some sort of new gig that's challenging, but it's fascinating to you. You want to keep improving it. You want to perfect your skill. You want to fine tune it. Because yeah, it's allowing you to escape things in your life that have been disappointing. Yeah, it's something you're excited to go after. And for a lot of you, it does involve a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's work or a hobby that you are very passionate about. It lights your fire. It motivates you. It inspires you. There's something fascinating about it. You just want to keep learning more about it and observe more about it. It's something that it's new, but it's not brand new because you've been manifesting it in your life. You've been dreaming of accomplishing it. You've been dreaming of doing it. You got the daydreams card. It feels like you finally put it into action, or you get a chance to actually experience it. You're interning, or you're the artisan, or however you want to do it. You're actually, with wands, it denotes action. You're doing it. You're not just dreaming about it. And something about this skill or this talent or this relationship, it's very healing. It feels really beautiful. It feels really good. So no matter what your friend may be saying, or the resentment or the jealousy, or even just kind of like the mean girl energy, don't let that distract you from doing this thing that you love. That's also a metaphor for sex with your person. Don't let their energy poison the well or spoil the water, because this feels very pure and beautiful. It also feels like your destiny. You were destined to arrive here. You were destined to achieve this sort of success and enjoy these successes and like the fruits of your labor, essentially. Again, your cards feel fantastic. It's this one little awkward dynamic with you and a friend, or you and a parent, or you and a child that's sort of getting in the way. Again, even with the Ten of Cups, it's very hopeful. Things are going to work out, but there is a sense of ego, maybe. No one wants to admit that they were wrong, or did something that they shouldn't have done, or said something that they shouldn't have said. There's a need to get really real with yourself and the emotions. Is this someone you love? If so, then work on the relationship, essentially. But yeah, these feel amazing. Whatever skill you're perfecting, or job you're doing, or relationship that you're in, it feels solid. There's a huge strength there. So what is your final advice or guidance? Yeah, the Five of Swords. I love that came up, because this is the one card that I was like, so what happened? Like, what is this? Fives are awkward. They're agents of change and chaos. Again, this is like someone who'll win at all costs, someone who said the wrong thing, but look, instantly regrets it, right? They said something in haste, and now they're looking back like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that, because someone's feelings got hurt, right? This dude's like sobbing in the background. That's probably your friend, right? Again, I don't mean third party in terms of cheating, but like three people, the teamwork, the team dynamic. It feels like either two of you went rogue and abandoned the third person, or someone is upset that you're in a relationship and they're not, or that you're having success at work and they're not. Again, it's like lower vibing shit. But I think you are sort of being asked to step up and be the bigger person and deal with this once and for all. What can be salvaged here? Somebody's feathers got tousled or jostled, or whatever that term is. You have to ruffle a few feathers. Someone's feathers got ruffled, and now it's like, okay, like, this great metaphor of like the birds, right? Like, we'll get it back. Like, it's okay. Like the waters of purity, of cleansing, of healing, of emotions. If there's love there, it's worth salvaging. There is something magical, or at one point was magical, about this dynamic duo, or the friendship, or whatever you guys had. Even if it just resulted in you guys having a beautiful child together and you got divorced, something good still came of that, right? So it's almost like, are you really going to flush it all away because of some silly or petty argument, petty conflict, petty fighting? Yeah, someone needs to move forward and offer communication and again, healing. Yeah, you got the Three of Cups again. That's what I mean. This whole awkward dynamic of someone feeling left out, someone feeling slighted, ultimately it's gonna come back to the three of you guys together. You know what this reminds me of? This is such a random movie, I'm sorry, but the movie Keeping the Faith, Edward Norton and Ben Stiller, they're both interested in Jenna Elfman, and there's like a weird dynamic of they were the Three Musketeers, they were, the threesome, the brigade, the this, the that, they grew up together, they were childhood best friends, and then two of them start dating, and it's really awkward. It's a great movie, you should see it, I love it, but that's what I mean. There's something about whatever you're transitioning into, this new chapter, this new beginning, there's something about it only requires two. it used to be 3, and back then there was room for 3, and it allowed itself to be a team dynamic, this or that. Now it's like it's 2. Or even if it's just you, Scorpio, it's 1, but then your 2 people don't like that. I hope you get my metaphor. Again, it's destiny. It's calling you in. There's a revival. There's new growth. There's things are happening for you, and you shouldn't feel bad about that as long as you didn't play any shady games to get there. And I don't think you did. There's just a need to, again, unruffle the feathers because someone is feeling some type of way about it. And maybe they just need to vent. Maybe they just need to get it out. And then they're going to come to the realization, oh yeah, like I am being a little bit like conceited, a little bit woe is me, a little bit, oh, I'm so stabbed in the back and how could you do this to me? It's like, but you don't understand, like, this is what I've always dreamed of. This is what I always want. Can you please understand like how excited I am about this? This is so great. It's like upon further examination, right? When your friend lifts the little magnifying glass up. I just pictured like a monocle. They're going to be like, oh yeah, this isn't the tragedy that I think it is. I'm actually really happy for you. Why? Because we've been best friends forever. Because I do support you in your dreams. I want you to continue to grow. But yeah, someone feels some type of way about it. I gotta be real with you. It's probably a Cancer or a Scorpio. They're a low vibing water sign. And to be fair, they're probably going through a lot of their own shit. They may have a mother or a parent or someone in their life who's very ill. Again, I'm not predicting this. So they may be kind of redirecting their anger or feelings of sorrow, feelings of being abandoned. That may even be being redirected at you for reasons that have nothing to do with anything. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah, I do think there's going to be a reconciliation, and it's gonna, in metaphor, it's like you guys will still play ball together, but it is going to be different. It's not going to be the same dynamic, the dynamic duo or the, I just heard the gruesome twosome. I don't even know what that's about. That's so fitting for Scorpio. I feel like that's probably something from a movie, but I can't quite place it. The gruesome twosome. Did you guys call each other that? I don't know. Something about the Three Musketeers, you guys probably had a cute nickname for your team or whatever this was. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be different, but it's going to be good. Both of you are going through like this transit period in your life, this new trajectory, a transition into a new cycle. It's good. Embrace it. It's almost like by trying to hold on to the past and not allowing anything to grow and change, that's what's resulting. Welcome the change. And your person needs to do that as well in reasons that don't even really involve you. They have a lot going on in their life, and I don't want to leave you hanging on that. Let's see if we can get clarification. What is Scorpio's person dealing with that's sort of bleeding over into this friendship dynamic or whatever this is? For some of you, it's an ex that you do have a child with, and so it's complicated. I get that. They feel alone. They might not be dating anyone, or they don't feel like people in their life love them. They feel cold. They don't feel any warmth around them. They feel very isolated. They may have been cheated on. Yeah, there was a trickster in their life and they got burned. And again, that doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be with a job. They could have been brought on board and immediately were like let go or asked to leave or something. Like, yeah, they're fighting their own challenges. So yeah, just err with caution. Be extra nice to this person even when you don't want to be. Because yeah, it's like everybody's fighting a battle you know nothing about. That's true. There's multiple people fighting battles here. So yeah, you don't know everything about the situation. There might be some secrets on their end too. It's nothing bad, but it may offer in the future an explanation of why they kind of popped off on you, why they kind of irrationally started, yeah, like digging into you or saying things that were hurtful. All right, final advice or guidance for my Scorpios. That one flew out. One more. Okay. Got a lot more. All right, perseverance. Stay on the course. That's what I mean. Keep looking forward. Keep going into this new cycle. Because if it's not here yet, it's going to be really good. These cards are amazing. Ambition. Set your sights beyond the horizon. Again, zoom out. Broad thinking, right? Not just in the moment. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. Yeah, you guys, for a lot of you, I'm not like a hype man. I don't like to oversell the cards of what's coming, but this feels lucrative. This feels like money is coming in. That's the 9 of Cups for those who can't see. And yeah, the sun, the strength, this feels really good, particularly in a career field. There may be unexpected income, and that in itself may cause, again, a little bit of strife or discomfort in dealing with someone else. You may get the pay raise that your friend was anticipating, and like the job goes to you, something like that. And then change. Know when to move into a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. Who's dealing with a Cancer? All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. What's up, teacups? I have a small little announcement to make, an exciting one. I am going to be participating in a tarot expo. It is going to be March 21st and March 22nd in Burbank, California, so the Los Angeles area. If you live in LA or are going to be in LA at that time, please swing by. It's going to be a fun little expo with multiple tarot readers. For those who follow YouTube and are familiar with different tarot channels, Ramblin Mike, the granddaddy of tarot as they call him, he is hosting it. He is putting all this together. His people are kind of working behind the scenes to get everybody all together in one room. It's going to be lots of fun. Multiple readers, including one of my favorite readers, is going to be there, Molly from Behind the Limb. Shout out to her. Can't wait to meet her in person. I'm so excited. And I'm going to be there, the Intuitive Teacup. So if you have any interest and are going to be in the area, please stop by. There's going to be all the description down below somewhere here. I'll give you all the information there. But yeah, please stop by. We can read your cards. We'll see what the universe has in store for you. And it should be a really good time. Hope to see you there. Bye.